Guys. This is the last pitching round for Startup Spotlight. Please remember, soon from 16, we're gonna announce the winners. So if you wanna check them out, please get back here. I'm gonna invite also the last jury session that we have for Startup Spotlight, and we have again Bogdan Iordache. Bogdan, thank you. He's the guy who started this whole thing, you know. We have Bogdan Ripa. Bogdan? Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna take you all. Again, Bogdan is master product owner at Adobe. We have Rumen Iliev, which is a partner at LaunchHub. Rumen, thank you. And again, the guy you just saw, Carlos, can you join us again? Thank you. Okay, so this time we're only going to have 3 teams pitching, and we're going to start with Devicehub. Please.
Hello, guys. Hello. My name is Constantin, and I'm part of a team of engineers that are very passionate for electronics. Together, 3 years ago, we founded Romania's first hackerspace and built a great community around it. We are getting involved both in hardware prototyping and educational projects. You might know us from the robotic football competition that we host every year. And with hardware prototyping, when we are building devices, we always encountered a challenge. This challenge is that when you focus on your hardware, you also have to write software for it. You have to do a software site. And with all these smart things appearing, you have to be internet enabled. So there's no easy way to actually connect them and concentrate on your hardware building skills. And we had this problem delivering project ourselves, and there had to be a better way. We knew that everybody had this problem. So I present you Devicehub.net, a web platform meant to gather data from the real devices, the real hardware, and put it into nice analytics on the web. Even more, since we have that channel of communication open, you can remote control them directly from the platform. So you have both sensors data in and remote devices data out. Our solution lives under this golden rule: connect and control everything. You have 2 small samples of how analytics for data in, for sensors look like, and how you can control remote devices, be it your front door, heating system, whatever device that is not yet smart and can be integrated with our platform. We support all major development boards for electronic developers, like Arduino, Raspberry Pi, and a plethora of others. But we have everything covered as long as it can be linked to the internet. Our current status is this. 4 months ago, we went public with the platform, and on organic search alone, we have over 500 active users in our community. The 2 major features that are already developed and heavily tested are getting data in. You can link sensors and appliances and get the data in the cloud. And you can remote control them backwards. 2 major features that we are testing right now and are work in progress are triggers, setting up rules that based on sensors to take automate action without your intervention, and a mobile barebone app that can be very useful for mobile developers to integrate with our solution, and even more startup with no hardware at all, because taking advantage of the sensors in the phone, you can quickly send data to the cloud and backwards to get your engine running. The market for the Internet of Things is growing really, really fast, and as we know, we only have like 2 smart devices or 3 in our pockets, the smartphone, the laptop, the smartwatch, but the rest of the things are getting internet enabled and taking part in this revolution. Cisco did the numbers, over 14 trillion in the next few years allocated to this revolution. It will be used in wearable electronics, automotive, your house, your factory, everything. Our business model is simple. Now I'm going to concentrate on revenue streams. First, we target the developers with some free sensors, a subscription fee for more, and of course, for the private sector, licensing the platform, a custom install on your server based on your needs and current infrastructure. We can do that also, and we already did for around 10 of our subscribers. Thank you very much. Beside me, there are 5 more people involved in this, from Ionuț, a system engineer, Cristiana, business strategist, and 3 more developers concentrated on this. Join us for a demo. Looking forward to your feedback. Thank you very much.
So my first question would be around how the product is used. You connect it to different sensors, you as a developer, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, so you connect it to different sensors, and then you have all that data flowing
into
the platform. What happens next?
You can actually see analytics on the data. You can filter things out and gain insight from the data you have. And then you use that data to control remote the device.
How do you filter data? How do you do all the data manipulation?
We have sorting tools. We already have analytics on sensor types. For example, temperature, that ambient temperature. We already have some known details of how that sensor should behave. So if you get a sensor in your house for temperature and you get 1,000 degrees, we tell you that that's an error. It's probably not right. So we help you with insight on sensors.
So I'm trying to sort of understand kind of how the evolution of this is. Would you say that if this then that is a proxy, but just web services, but this is the equivalent for hardware services?
Yes, we are cutting the costs of development for hardware developers on their web platform.
Yeah.
They can concentrate on their product. They can go to Kickstarter and actually concentrate on the little gizmo that they do, not the web platform in itself.
Yeah, no, I'm looking through your website and I'm trying to figure out, is the evolution of this for you to provide the interconnectivity between all the devices and have recipes the way that if this and that does? Is that the evolution of it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and then who gets to own that interaction? Is that you get to own that interaction? And the data that generated by the interaction, is that something you own because it's in transit, or?
No, the data is to the user. All projects are private by default. If the user wants to share it, he's able to do so, but the data is the user's, of course.
Maybe just, sorry, go ahead. Maybe just a question to clarify. When you're speaking about devices, I guess you're meaning devices like Arduino that already have some kind of web connectivity built. So you're providing just the software platform, right?
Exactly.
So you're targeting developers in this moment?
But we offer tutorials and solutions for even more development boards that don't have internet connectivity and helping them put modules next to it to get to the platform.
Okay, maybe
Thank you. Sorry, the time is up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hi. Now we're going to have on stage FeedStamp.
Good afternoon. My name is Mihai, and we are FeedStamp. What is FeedStamp? FeedStamp is a loyalty platform designed for businesses that wish to offer to their customers a unique user experience. How we do this? We offer them a QR code printing device, and we offer the customers our mobile app. How does this work? First of all, which is the problem? Our friend Mike is a local business owner here in Bucharest. He's so dedicated to his clients that he invests a lot of cash in customer loyalty. But he has a problem. He tried several solutions like physical and virtual cards, and he is unhappy with them. He even wanted to try custom solutions, but they seem too expensive. Why are the existing solutions not good enough for Mike? Well, customers tend to ignore the promotions due to the fact that the effort required to redeem a promotion is way too great compared to the value of the promotion itself. What we are trying to do is to help minimize the effort required by the client in order to highlight the value of the reward itself. The principle is simple. We offer the businesses this QR code printing device. They give to the client the QR codes, and the client scans them using our mobile app. This is how it works. Pretty easy. All customers have to do now is scan the received QR code, and loyalty points are automatically added to their account. So, our solution is unique and complete because we also offer the hardware device. This is a QR code printing device, custom made. It requires no PC, no POS, and even no internet connection. The only question is it simple enough to use? Well, yes, it is, because of the press of a single button helps pop out the QR code, which they later give to the client together with his receipt. Each scanned QR code creates a digital link between the customers and the businesses. That's how they keep in touch. The cool part about our platform is that the accounts we provide to the businesses do not require that the owner has IT knowledge. For instance, here we have a nice-looking gender distribution and age distribution pie chart, and even a report regarding old versus returning customers. Our market is rather large, estimated to around $9 billion in US only, and $1.5 billion in Europe. But this only in the retail section in 2013. Things get better, as studies show that this market grows year by year with 20% starting from 2011. Let's take a quick look at our competition. The reason we are so high in that particular chart is that we do not require that our users come with, I don't know, let's say physical cards or something like that. No, we only require that they come with their mobile phone, which happens all the time. Also, we do not add additional constraints referred to timing and spacing, as the QR code can be scanned from home or from literally everywhere. This gives us extra points for customer retention because our system is so flexible that we can integrate it with the delivery system, which is unique. Our business model implies that we demand for a monthly subscription fee per device per business. Why we do that? Because it's simple and it's scalable. The larger the business, the more device it may require. Our MVP is already available, and we will launch it in 2 weeks now. It looks like this, together with the apps and the online platform. We already have a commitment from 3 pubs in Bucharest, which are willing to be our beta testers, and we also have 1 investment opportunity. Meet the team. Each of us is unique in his own way, and together we have a strong knowledge and experience of over 10 years in product development and 4 years in customer relationship. The reason why we are here to raise money is that each and every of us has already a job, and the cash we receive, we use to grow our project. We invest it in our project. We would like to be able to work for our project full-time, and also we invest in product and customers development. I am Mihai. Thank you very much for your attention. This is FeedStamp. Contact us, find us. You've got everything you need up there on the slide, and I'm here to answer any of your questions. Thank you. Please.
Thanks. We were fortunate enough to have each other at mentoring session yesterday.
Yes.
And we talked a little bit about the acquisition of customers and whether or not hardware versus software, and having the logic at the hardware or having the logic in the software. And so we got down this track. How has your thinking evolved since last night with that regard? Because it would seem to me that you're disconnected there in terms of selling a device that has no internet connection, and it would seem to me like that's not the easiest customer to acquire. The internet connected one would be a little better with a HP printer on the back end.
Yes, we're talking here about 2 segments. We're talking about businesses that we are willing to engage by simply going there and promoting our business, telling them what to do, establish a meeting, prove them our demo works, and sell our product to them. In the same time, we are trying to make people aware of our solution, make customers aware of our solution by promoting it via social media, and also we would later ask the business owners to state that they have our product available and tell the clients what to do with the received QR code.
Why is this a hardware solution and not an entirely software one? I mean, I could install an app as a pub owner on a phone, have a QR code on the phone, and then have people scan it directly. Why do I need to print it?
The reason you need to print it is because business owners already give the receipt to their customers. Now they can also bring the QR code. It minimizes the effort required by the customer itself and therefore highlights the reward and makes people want to do something just by receiving, not by having to go somewhere by themselves. Other solutions imply that customers have to get up on their feet, go to some required access point, scan something, I don't know, then come back, and honestly, we call this the walk of shame.
Let's assume that you don't need to go through the walk of shame, but in the same time, selling the device is not mandatory. So if you have any other form of generating the QR code and scanning it, and using the same app, which is your app, for collecting all that data, which is basically the same use case, would you find that acceptable?
More or less, we wanted to offer a complete solution that business owners can integrate with whatever they are already using or owning. It's their problem. We're just extra and we're full option.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And the last startup of the evening, it's Clabsi Soft.
Hello, I am Mihai Raneti, and I am co-founder of the cybersecurity startup called Clabsi Soft. We started this company 3 years ago, and we tried to answer to a very important question. How important is the cybersecurity for your company? Well, from what I saw in the last 2 days, I really think that it should be very important. Really very important. Because if you look carefully, this is what losses caused by cybercrime look every year. And this number is increasing by 20% each year. Last year, in the entire world, there were like $550 billion in losses. This number is expected to increase this year. Our solution to counter that is a proactive software called Clabsi Soft Cyber Defense Network. It consists of hundreds of honeypots, and honeypots are special design sensors designed to be a bait and a trap for an attacker. In this way, when an attacker will track you, will target you, you'll know in advance, and it will give you time to counter what they are doing, actually. It's quite a complex solution, and we intend to implement this solution onto every mobile devices as well. Internet of Things will come soon, and our target is to port these sensors onto mobile devices, smartphones, smart TVs, medical devices. Next week, we are going to try to implement a special sensor into a pacemaker. That's a device controlling the heartbeat. And regarding our competition, there are 2 American startups, Truststream and Area 1 Security, both of which have former no-such agency employees as founders. So far, we are the only ones, when compared to them, trying to port the sensor to mobile devices, especially on the smartphones. The market out there is considered to be around $550 billion, with a special mention to Europe, $64 billion US. And our business model will be cybersecurity as a service, because soon enough, cybersecurity will become so important that, let's say, more important than it is now, actually. This is the team. We are a 2-man team. I'm the technical guy, and Claudia is the more business girl. We had our own little victory this year when we were selected for Pioneers Festival in Vienna with this solution. We couldn't get there, but that's another story. And we are here for an seed investment in order to deploy this network within a year or so. Our unique selling proposition, we do have something like that, is that continuous compromise requires continuous response. This is from the Chief of Security of Cybersecurity from Electronic Arts. Thank you for your time.
So I think one thing that you went really quickly through was your customer, but you didn't really give enough detail.
Everyone.
So, what's that?
Everyone.
Everyone.
First, companies.
But
companies
hold on. Your customer actually has more segmentation than that. So for example, you said you're going to put out a network of honeypots, right?
Yeah.
And then that gives a customer an identity that something's going to happen and they're going to take action.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just look at that last sliver. You either have companies that have a SEC team in the company and can have a response unit for an infiltration attack, or you're providing that. So are you a full service firm that therefore not only do you hire out for the honeypots and then the reaction, or do you expect your customers to be corporates that have enough revenue that they can support their own SEC team within it?
Okay. I'm leaning towards our full service. That means that if we spot a breach, we should be able to provide the necessary maintenance. And that's because history shows that big companies, yes, they do have big cybersecurity teams, but they usually are highly ineffective. You know what happened to Barclays last year? And Barclays spends like $100 million on cybersecurity every year.
But how credible is it that a two-man...
It's so credible that
Hold on. How credible is it that a two-person team can deal with the SEC attacks of a customer like a Barclays? That's why segmentation is important. I'm not sure that that's coming across.
We started as a two-man team, but initially even Google started as a two-man team. And hackers actually don't work in big teams. We are trying to transform these hackers into something more software.
Okay, just very quickly. Honeypots' concept to lure hackers is overexploited. What's the innovation that you're providing in this market?
Onto mobile devices, targeting mobile devices and every Internet of Things devices out there. There are new vectors, actually. Internet of Things means that new attack vectors will come soon.
How do you plan to sell it?
Simple. If I install, if I manage to deploy a sensor onto a network, it usually gets hit by 1,000 attacks per day for a single IP. So in a year, it means that there are more than 300,000 attacks. It's just a question of time until someone will break into your computer, actually. You'd want to know that in advance.
So how will you sell it?
300 attacks per year.
Sales process? Or
simple. Cybersecurity as a service, and you'd want to know that something is happening in advance. And
thank you.
Actually, let me explain one thing. Jack Barnaby, the
sorry,
famous...
this is going to take too long, so sorry. This is over. Thank you so much. These were the pitches for Startup Spotlight. See you later for the wording. Thank you.